Stupid and everything. Okay. Let me see. Oof. Hey Mose, hey Wilson, how are you? I don't even know how I even sit down without my glasses being clean. Let me get my glasses clean. Everything. You know, oh, I forgot the purchase. Okay, here we go. How you doing, Wilson? What's going on? Had to get my glasses clean. So let's see who's up. We're in, what time is this? 1:56. It's kind of early, but kind of normal for me to be up with my red hair. This is why I don't like wigs. This is why I don't like straight wigs because they shed. I don't care how much you buy wigs and stuff, they always shed. Somewhere along the line. But they say good wigs don't shed, but I don't know. I'm into braided wigs, so braided braids. So I'm waiting for no people to show up and stuff. Who's on here with me now? Who's up? Who's what with me? It's what, 1:57. I've been fighting a cold. I don't even know if I had the coronavirus or it just, I don't know. Okay. Who's up with me? Who's up with me? Who's up with me? So funny. I go through so many tissues. Only people with allergies understand this situation right here. Hey, Scott, how are you? Only people with allergies understand this. Us allergy sufferers, this is our life. Is either allergy medicine or tissue. We cannot leave out the house without tissue. How are you, Mr. Scott? Oof, it's early. I just woke up. I passed out and I was like, you know what? I have to stop existing. I had a life before all this trauma that I went through and everything I went through. I had so much going on and I have to fight back within tragedies or circumstances of what people have put me into and stuff like that. And of course, people hit me up behind the scenes and stuff because they've been talking to me about a lot of different things that they've been going through in reference to the LGBTQ, in reference to people judgment, in reference to who they love, in reference to want to start a relationship. So many men are afraid of being with who they want to be with. They're so afraid of being judged. They're so afraid of ridiculing. And unfortunately, as children, we were brought up to care about what people think. So we have to undo the brainwashing job that's been done to us. We have to learn how to pick our happiness. Because at the end of the day, you have to be happy. There are so many people out here on the streets that are sprung out on drugs, listening to other people. While everybody's just saying, oh, they just went crazy, but they don't want to tell you why they went crazy, or who helped them over the edge, or who helped destroy them. Because one thing I realized in life is that there are a lot of fake allies. There are a lot of fake people in your life. There are a lot of fake family. There are a lot of fake friends that do not want to see you happy, but tell you they love you, but reality they don't. They stick around with your life because they want to make sure that anything you try to get to, that you don't get there. You have to be mindful. I was talking to a girl today, and she was telling me that her life was really bad. And she was only 22 years old. And I told her, I said, this shouldn't be your storyline. This shouldn't be your storyline. She's like, but every, and she pointed out so many things about life that were bad. And I said, you shouldn't be focusing on that. But what I realized is that when you brought up a certain way, and then you brought up into seeing things that are so dark, you navigate through darkness. And also you navigate and finding somebody who's just like you. So people who are dark, you make them be your friend, you let them be everything you want. But see, in a lot of darkness, you cannot find light. You have to find some type of light within all the darkness that you receive. Now, I've had a lot of men hit me up behind the scenes that are attracted to two-spirit women. And the stigma, they get attacked for what they like, which means a lot of times men get pushed in the closet. They get to hiding. They're afraid of what people may say. They're afraid. And then they become very unaware and they don't care about themselves or their body. And they start having unsafe sex or just trying to find a way to just die, which is so sad because as a person, as a human being, you have to fight for what you love. You have to stand up to people that you may not want to stand up to, but at the end of the day, you have to be happy. You really do. There is so much stigma placed on your happiness. And it's so sad that so many people are drinking the poison and wanting the other person's opinion to live. And it's really sad. I talk to a lot of guys behind the scenes and stuff like that that want a full blown relationship, but really struggling in their life with people that they're listening to. And as long as you're listening to these people, I'm telling you, you're never going to be happy. You, in this world you live in, even though it's not about an LGBTQ thing, but it is a part of it. Whenever a man or woman finds somebody they want to be with, there are going to be people that got something negative to say. A lot of people don't want to see you happy. A lot of people want you to sit in the house by yourself, miserable. And anything that you're trying to show light, anything you're trying to show positivity, anything you're trying to show growth, they're going to try to find a way to get in your head to shoot it down. Be mindful of these people. I have people behind the scene hit me up on a lot of different things. And the one thing about me is that I don't always say what I want to say. Because if I say what I want to say, it's going to piss them off. It's going to piss them off. So what I try to do is I'll say, I'd like to apologize to you for my mind right now is not available to you. And the reason why I'm saying this because in my mind, if I say what I want to say, you're going to be mad. And the real thing about it is people don't want you to show up, but they want to show up for you to try to put negative things in your head. But if you get back on them, they get offended. Hey, Miss Rose, they get offended if you give them the same medicine that they try to force down your throat. People get offended for you standing up against them as they attack you. They get offended. They get offended. Let me say that again. People get offended for you standing up for what you want in your life and what makes you happy. They get offended by you throwing the same thing on them that they're throwing on you. I'm going to tell y'all something. There are so many people out here that are on drugs. And people are like, oh, well, they're on drugs because they have a problem. Yeah, they got a problem. They got a problem for listening to people that's been judging them, that's been destroying them. And when they finally do this, and of course, it's not every situation, but when they do this, they always want to say, oh, I don't know what's wrong with them. Well, you know what, but who did this? Who did this? No one, my opinion, no one just dies inside without something attacking them. And the one thing about people, they will leave you and watch you die and go, oh girl, I tried to help them. But what did you tell them to help them? Did you build them up or did you tear them down? And most times they tear them down. Well, I just gave my opinion. They didn't have to listen, but they thought you was their friend. They thought you loved them. They thought you cared, but you killed them. And now you want to walk away. Now that they listen to you and they're dying, they're no longer mentally there, but now you want to walk away, listening to you. This is why I tell you, monitor people around you. And everybody who sits back and try to find everything you say is a problem, cut them off. How are you? Told. Lord, let me put my glasses on. I said told. I'm telling you. Let me see. How are you? No lie. So exactly. Don't be put on. The thing is that gets me is people really be listening to these people. And as many times I've screamed to the top of my lungs that you should listen. They hear me, but they don't hear me. For some reason, the person that get the listen to is the one that's destroying them. They be like, oh, you're just saying that because you're trying to protect me. And why is it that me trying to protect you make me a bad person? And when I say protect you, that means that what I'm saying is if this person or someone you're in love with makes you happy, why is it that you listen to somebody else who's trying to tell you not to be happy? Why do you listen to this person? I'm going to tell you something about parents. Parents are the biggest hypocrites walking on the face of the earth. Parents do a lot of destroying lives and act like they know the damn thing. Parents act like they've been this halo, good people, stuff like that. She don't want to tell you that the reason why you're here is because she stole somebody else's man, or that she slept with her best friend's boyfriend, or she slept with her best friend's husband. She don't want to tell you that. She wanted to tell you that your father ain't no good, but she don't want to tell you how come your father ain't no good. She don't want to tell you everything. She wants to tell you the good parts. And she wants to remain, or he, want to remain this poor little victim. And as a child, you feel as you need to protect your mother or your father because she or he is not telling you the whole story, how you was created in this world. how you was brought here. They create this whole vision, which is not accurate. I've been watching your videos for a while, and you touch my heart by me being a man. I've been around many fake, exactly, Miss Scott, Mr. Scott, to find real love. It's really hard, Mr. Scott, and you have to fight for what you want, and you can't share your happiness with other people because people you think got your back will try to poison your mind against your happiness, and as once they pull you away to make you unhappy, watch how happy they are. They're happy. They'll walk away from you and contact somebody else and laugh at the information they share with you, destroy you. And they won't tell you that. Hey, it's the truth. I seen a girl today. Beautiful girl. Beautiful. She was walking in the middle of the street and she just was going through it. I watch women take all their clothes off and walk down the street butt naked. And people are like, oh, what's wrong with them? They are broken. And my personal opinion is somebody broke them. Somebody was the last straw. And this is the reason why I tell y'all at the end of the day, you have to be happy. And sometimes you have to leave people that you really love because what you're going to find out is that they never really loved you at all. Excuse me. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. So many people sitting in front of your face, you really love them, you mess with them, and they don't love you at all. They only there for your demise. And anything you trying to do to grow, to be happy, to prosper, they are there to shoot it down. And they under the title of allies, mothers, fathers, sisters, best friends, church members, preachers, everybody. They are all there for the wrong reason, but they're smiling in your face and they're using 3 words to keep you there. Well, you know I love you. I love you. And they don't. It's just the poison that they pumping in your blood because they feel as though it's what I need to control you. Like a vampire. They're only there to suck your life out of you. And once they've done it, they disappear. It's so many people out here that could be happy. And there's so many people out here that are constructed to make sure you don't get there. There are so many men that are trans attracted. There are so many people out here that are attacking him for being trans attracted. There are so many men out here, and he's like, well, my friend don't feel as though I should date a girl who is a trans woman because he feels as though I'm dating a man. So they throw that poison on the man's mind. And in the same breath, that same dude will date women, beat women, got a boyfriend. He don't like trans women, but he loves another man getting on top of him. But he's not going to tell you that because he looks straight. He acts straight. He's hardcore. He act real hard. He always do masculine things. He does everything to throw you off at the fact that he loves men. And a lot of men don't want you to date two-spirit women because he secretly wants you. He wants to be in a relationship with you, but he don't have enough strength to tell you that he wants you. That's why he's there to make sure your marriage fails. He's there to pull you from your wife. He's there to pull you from your friends. He's there because he low-key wants to be with you, but he don't want to tell you that. But anything he wants to tell you that you want to celebrate, he shoots it down because he wants you or she wants you. People will stick around to try to see how far they could pull you down to the depths. And when they watch you broken, they walk away. Hey, Memphis, they walk away. I watch so many people being broke by people that use I love you to destroy you. Everybody homeless on the street are not on drugs because that's how they got there. People on the street are broken by people they loved, that they trusted, that was their best friend, that cared about them, that were tricked. They were tricked into darkness, and nobody's showing up to help them. Hey, Miss Hope, nobody's showing up to help them. But I'm gonna tell you what they will do. Oh, child, they went crazy. What happened to them? Oh, I don't know. They were seeing somebody and then something happened. But what did you say to them that they were seeing somebody? Oh, they ain't gonna tell you that part. Well, oh, you'll say, well, you know what I heard you say? Oh, well, they didn't have to listen to me. That's on them. I'm not like I'm perfect. Oh, now you're not perfect, but you broke somebody. Now you want to step away. Well, you know what? I'm starting to feel a certain type of way, so I'm about to walk. Oh, so now you want to walk away because I'm calling you on your stuff. But you broken this person that are dreams and goals. You broke them, but now you don't want to talk. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, I don't want to talk about. Hey, Lady B. Hey, Rose. And this is what people do. I'm telling you, you have to be happy and you have to be really strong instead of your truth because people will break you and they will walk away and tell everybody something wrong with them, but they won't tell you who put you there. I've watched so many people hit me up behind the scenes telling me stuff. They are just broken. Broken. And I'm gonna say this, and I've been saying this. Sometimes you gotta leave people that you really love, because the truth is they do not love you. They'll like give you little gifts. Oh, I was just thinking about you. Everything is a trick. Oh, I was just thinking about you, so I picked this up for you. You're like, wow, you thought about me. It's a trick. It's to pull you in. Because what they about to do is gonna mess your mind up more bigger than the gifts or the presents that they put in front of you. It is a setup for the big takedown. And the big takedown is you. Because God installed a light inside of you that shines so bright that the demon that's sitting in front of you, disguised as your family, your friends, your mother and father, it bothers them so bad that the only reason why they're around you the most is to put that light out inside of you. And once they do it, the first thing they said, oh child, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. And then when you roll back the real, well, nobody told them to listen. But you did this. Oh, well, you know what? I'm starting to feel a certain type of way. So I'm about to leave. Oh, you want to leave now? So you don't see what you just did to this person? They had a dream and goals and was doing great before you showed up. Well, you know what? I feel a certain type of way, so I'm about to leave now. You know what? And I'm about to block you. Of course you're going to block me because I'm making you sit in your truth. And the reason why you want to block me, because there's more victims out there that you're about to try to destroy. And I watch people do this. I watch good people be destroyed by people they loved that did not love them. Sometimes in life, you got to learn to hear the message that I'm telling you. Because a lot of growth that was already heading your way was stopped by people that you loved, that made sure that you didn't receive the blessing that was already set out for you. Your life was so set up to be so beautiful. Everything you're going through was not meant for you, but the person that was around you made sure that you didn't get it. They're making sure. I promise you, a lot of things that you should have, that your blessings was there, it was right there. And that person pulled you away. And now you broke it. And they're like, well, you know what, child? You just gotta wait because what God has for you, it is for you. Yes, what God has for you is for you. But every time it showed up, you kept taking them the other way. You kept pulling them the other way. You kept pulling them the other way. And then all of a sudden, when you got blessed with the blessing that was meant for them, you disappeared because you don't want to let them know that they've been tricked. And now what's coming to them, they have to learn another lesson to get to it. When Jesus Christ sat at the table, the Last Supper, he said, one of y'all are going to deceive me. And I tell you this, and it is still now until today. Your friends around you, your mother, your father, your friends, your sister, your best friend, a lot of them are set in place to destroy everything you wanted in life. You have to be mindful of everything that's sitting in front of your face. And sometimes when you pray to God, the devil is listening to everything you saying, and he's going to send everything you want in the vision of everything you can imagine. And everything about that package that's wrapped up is nothing for you. Because when you open that package, it's gonna blow up in your face. It's nothing but a stick of dynamite. Hey, Purple Wave, how are you? And I'm telling you, a lot of stuff y'all are going through is not meant for you. Your happiness been there all the time. It's been there all the time, but you've been pulled away. You've been pulled away. Sometimes you have to sit back and look at it. Sometimes you have to separate yourself to look at it because it's already been there. But you've been so focused on the darkness that somebody displayed for you that wasn't really for you, but you've been tricked because they said they loved you. Just trust me. I love you. And you get that gut feeling. And let me tell you how you know you get gut feeling is when you stop talking and you go, okay. When you have to sit and stop and listen, and it's not all the time, when you have to sit and stop listening and you feel uncomfortable with what they're saying, and you like, but I may have something that's good. Well, you know what? Since you don't want to listen, and I'm not saying all the time that they're wrong, like everybody's out to get you. That's the one saying, because you know somebody's gonna try to turn it around. But my thing is just sometimes listen with your ears and your eyes and watch how people move. I learned a lot of people out here are broken, but nobody wants to take accountability for breaking them. And a lot of times, the most time I realized that a lot of ways we've been destroyed is by somebody we loved. We loved you, we trust you. And now, in some cases, we can't be reached. We can't be reached. Even myself, I use myself as an example. I've learned that, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I learned that people I was attracted to, I found them physically beautiful. And sometimes I was talking to the beauty and not the person. Let's say that again. Sometimes I was attracted to somebody by the physical. So I was more attracted to the physical. So I talked to the physical and not the person that they was. Remember, the devil don't have red horns. The devil is drop dead gorgeous. Whether it's a man or woman. Beautiful. They're so beautiful. I mean, their beauty ranges out. You're like, oh my God, you are beautiful. And their whole goal is like to take you down. And I'm not saying everybody. Hey Scott, I had to learn, and it's not everybody because everybody ain't bad. I had to learn that the hard way. That's why myself, it's hard for me to trust people. I'm not afraid to admit I'm broke at 39 years old. I guess I have too much love. It's okay to have love, Scott. But the thing is that you have to monitor your behavior and monitor how you move for people. You know, Taz, you're paying attention to those transphobic felt professionals having people talk. Exact that too. Told no lies too. When something doesn't feel right to me, I get uncomfortable. Shock. Exactly. And there are so many guys that want to be with girls like us, but they can't take the next step because when they hear things, let me tell you something. It takes a strong man to stand in his truth. I'm going to say this again. It takes a strong man. And there are a lot of men out here that are not strong. A lot of men are not strong. We always say women are not strong, but a lot of men are not strong. A lot of men look for other men for validation. If a man loves a woman, he got his boys shooting him down for loving one woman. I'm going to say this again. If a man loves a woman, he got his boys shooting him down for loving a woman. There will be another man standing up to you that's coming after another man for loving one woman. He's calling him a simp. He weak. He's a henpeck. Everything about this man for loving a woman. There will be another man shooting him down. And remind you, these are straight men shooting down another straight man for loving a woman. So, as a straight man loving a woman, how straight are you? How straight are you? You have issues because you, as a straight man, you in love with another man's, you in love with another woman's man, but you're not man enough to say that. That's why that man loving a woman bothers you so bad, because you in love with him. You are, hey Gilbert, you are in love with a man, but you don't want to admit it because you feel as though if I say I'm in love with that man, that makes me gay. But you can't stop for what you are. Because I'm going to tell you something. It is nothing wrong with the man celebrating his wife or celebrating his woman or celebrate the woman that he loves, or man celebrating another man that he loves, or woman celebrating another woman that he loves. The only time it's a problem is when you want that other person. Hey, 3000. And I learned that when it comes to the straight community, if a straight man loves a woman, there will be another straight man going after that man. Oh, she only wants you for your money. That's something another female would say about another man, not a man. Why would a straight man be calling another woman, she only wants your money? Oh, what do the woman bring to the table? From last time I told, let's talk about the realistic of it. They said, well, only thing a man should bring to the table is the money. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been in a relationship with men, and ain't not one, not one brought anything to the table. Most time, women are holding up the table because all the food prepared is prepared by her wallet. He only show up with the appetite, and 9 times out of 10, he don't even show up with protection for sex. He just show up, pockets empty, phone number full of other people's phone number. He know he got a good woman, but he want to see if something's better out there. He ain't showing up with the money, but provide. Provide what? A lot of men ain't provide nothing but street corners to stand on. He's standing on the corner to be with another man. He ain't standing out there trying to provide. He's standing on the corner so he could be with another man, or he's trying to go to jail so he could be with another man. But we want to keep saying that, and we're talking about straight men. So when another man that wants to sit back and shoot another man down for being with a woman, he got to be a simp. He trying to do things to build his family. He trying to start a family. He trying to stick with his wife so to make him less a man. But if a man goes out and make a whole bunch of women pregnant, he is a real man, because what he has done, he has destroyed this woman's life. Not destroyed. He has stopped what she was trying to do and gave a bunch of babies and let her feed them children while he go create a whole nother family and never see his seeds again. So now his seeds is growing up. His children, in case you know his seeds is growing up without the father. Because the father creating a whole new family. Let me tell you something. And I know women are not perfect because a lot of women do little vicious stuff. Because a lot of women get pregnant by a man that she know is not available to her, but she felt as though she wanted him. She felt as though she could get him if she got pregnant. She felt as though he was a John, he was a client. She messed with him for a baby for the different reasons that she did than the baby knows. But the mama ain't gonna tell you that she was a prostitute. The mama ain't not gonna tell you that that was somebody else's husband. The mama ain't not gonna tell you that the man was already involved. The mama ain't not gonna tell you, but what she is gonna tell you is your father ain't no good. She knew that before she had the baby by him. But she only set it up because she thought she could trick him into getting it. And some women have children by being raped. There's so many ways a woman has children out here. And the ones that have been raped, a lot of times were raped by somebody she trusted. Most women that's been raped were raped by people they knew. See, that's the part people don't tell. People they trusted, people they thought was their best friends, people they thought they could love, people they thought, and they said no, and the man said yes, and he raped her anyway. Now he goes on to live his life, and then he'll go, well, you know what? I like the pot, or he'll kill her, or he'll kill the child. It's so many dysfunctional ways that this world works in the gray area, but they want to act like they didn't do nothing. Now, you as a child growing up, mommy not gonna tell you everything. Daddy not gonna tell you. I would love to say daddy not gonna tell you everything. But most time, we don't even know. We ain't seen our daddies in years. 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. He pop up and most time he ain't even looking for us. As long as he feel like your mother got it. He ain't looking for us. He ain't searching for us. He don't feel bad. Do you ever think about me? He'll tell you, yeah, but reality, no. When you need his clothes for school, he ain't worrying about it. He ain't thinking about you. He trying to get high, he trying to get drunk, or he trying to find another victim to knock up and give a baby. And my thing is this: as a two-spirit woman, a lot of times, if y'all could get pregnant and have babies, a lot of y'all be raising children by yourself, by a man that told you he loved you. He always wanted a girl like you. He think you are beautiful, knock you up and leave. How many men you have laid down in the bed with that told you he wanted to be with you and you're not with him now? He don't call you. He done blocked you. He went on ghost on you. He done left you. But he told you in the beginning that he was going to be there with you through thick and thin, and you can't even contact him because his name was David, but his real name was John. He lied to you from the door. He walked into the door lying to you. He gave you a dream. He sold it to you. He looked at you and watched you dreamed it with him. And it was all a setup to break you down. And once he break you down, you cannot find him nowhere. And he'll pop up on your Facebook with a whole brand new baby. With a brand new baby. He got a brand new baby. And he will describe you as his harasser. Oh, she just want to be with me. She want to break our family up. He don't want to tell the biological female that he's to mess with you. He don't want to tell the biological female that he told you that he wanted to be. He don't want to tell her that, the woman who had a baby. He don't want to tell her that. What he want to tell her is that you are a stalker. You've been chasing after him. You've been doing this stuff. That he's going to make himself a victim. And as a woman, she's going to believe everything he says because what he's going to do is push it in that bed and stick that pipe up inside of her and start humping on her and have sex with her. And she's going to forget everything he told her. But she's going to remember everything you told him. And when she get mad or when he do things that's suspect, she's gonna remember. So just because she may not want to accept what you're saying, better believe it's implanted. She heard you, even though she didn't want to hear you. There are so many men that are on a DL on these gay websites trying to have sex with people with paperwork saying they are HIV negative and they are having sex unprotected, unprotected with paperwork saying they're HIV negative that are doctored. You could easily go online and type up the same paperwork that you see the doctors hand out and put the X's, and you could put X's, negative, negative, and you could print it out on a printer and hand it to people and say, I'm negative. Write down a fake doctor's name, the setup. And you be like, well, we had the paperwork. And you sitting there believing it. You done pulled your pants down. This man done ejaculated inside of your body, done gave you something that's going to keep y'all together forever. Then he goes and have sex with a biological. He shoots up at her body. Now, remind you, he's never even been tested. But he having sex with you unprotected. He having sex with a biological protected. And he's having sex with men that are feminine acting, cross dressers. He going up inside of everybody with a raw, going inside of the raw, coming inside of everybody and acting like he's okay. I see men that have sex that was like this thick. Now it's about this thin. Skin done changed. Oh, I told you I'm HIV negative. Oh, I don't know about that. But your skin don't look correct. Your skin don't look good to me, and your body don't look well. How are you letting these men come inside of your body and you knowing you just met them? Because he showed up with paperwork? Because you horny? Let me tell you something. I can understand when you get caught in the sauce because he is fine, honey. He is fine. This man standing in front of you is drop dead gorgeous. His skin is beautiful, perfect. And his body is filled up with poison that's going to ruin your life. And you're going to pull your pants down. You have sex with this man or woman, and they're going to change your life forever. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you, you ain't get it from me. I got paperwork. They'll go home, go on the computer, hit that button, swipe it across again, and say, here's my paperwork. Bam. And that paperwork is not by a doctor that you've ever heard of. And then you be like, well, why am I sick then? He bought the doctor's appointment. Oh, you need to contact that doctor to find out that doctor legit. And even though it's a doctor, and this is the thing that y'all may not realize. A patient and doctor information is confidential. Be prepared for the setup. I'm going to say this again. A patient and doctor health test is confidential. So if you contact a doctor saying, do you treat this patient? As a doctor, they're not supposed to tell you. It's confidential information, which means that the person that's the spreader can keep spreading. Now, I'm not going to say that condoms and everything is 100%, but baby, it's better than just going inside of the fire in the building without a water hose. At least you've got a water hose. There's a chance you get out that building burning without being burned because you came in with a water hose full of water. Now, if you go into a building that's on fire and you thinking that you could blow it out, it just may be a chance the house may fall on you. So stay woke so you don't have to get woke when you know better. This stuff they taught you when you were 12 years old, going to 13, and you knew at that age you could procreate and have children. Everybody who's sitting in front of your face is not going to be there for the right reasons. Okay, let me put my glasses on. Hold on for a minute. Let me see it. Pre-sister, I don't trust anyone. Trust, hey, Miss Queen, and believe I always condom. Exactly. And want to use condom. Exactly. True, they'd be checking up. Exactly. And Miss Truth. Right. Yeah. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna tell you something. I know people who's walking around with HIV papers, and they nowhere in the hell. That's the same paperwork. 10 years later, using the same paperwork, passing it around. Oh, I'm already been tested. I've been tested with blood. Doctored. In case y'all don't know what doctored is, that's like you go find somebody with the paperwork, you look at it, you go online, and you type it out the same way. You put little boxes. Y'all should know. And you make the boxes, and then you put negative. You sign it a certain type of way. Like the way you don't now you find the fake, what's it called? The fake signature, and you scribble it. I'm good. I watch people say they go to the doctor with the doctor person and they go get tested. I watch people say they went to see a doctor and they got tested, which is fine. And that's a wonderful thing. This is the reason why I'm not in a relationship, because I know that at some point he's not going to use protection. And at some point, I may be so much in love, well, I may say, I trust you. I'll do it. Because love is a powerful drug. It could either build you up or it could destroy you. And if a person really loves you and they cheat on you, I mean, you're not supposed to cheat, but we're going to know people do it. If they really love you and if they got to cheat, they're going to use protection when they do cheat. Because they know, first of all, they cheating. And second of all, they want to protect you while they cheat. But 9 times out of 10, nope. Honey, he going in raw because it feels better. So when you catch something or contract something, he be like, well, you know what? It's not me. Oh, it gets better. Then you be like, oh, how could you do this to me? And then you're going to say them words, get out. You kicking him out. But baby, he's not really been there. So by you upset and you kicking him out, he's with you forever. Forever, ever. Because his blood is now in your blood. This is why I don't trust people. And people are like, well, you know what, Raven? It's really negative. But my thing is this. If you feel as though my message is negative, don't listen. Don't listen. Go out there. Because at the end of the day, whether you listen to me or not, you can go sit in any pen station, you go on any train station, and you can look at all these people on here that are homeless, on drugs, and ask yourself, why are they broken? Now, people just go, oh, girl, I just tried some crack and I just couldn't get. That ain't everybody's story. Oh, they drug users, or they just junkies, or they just get. Well, what's the real reason? What broke them? What broke them? Let's start with the beginning. I know we want to go to 3, but let's start at step 1. Because a lot of times, people are broken from the day ones. And y'all know what day ones is? Mommy and daddy. Mommy and daddy has broken a lot of children out here and will walk away. Mommy and daddy has thrown a lot of LGBTQ children on the street. I'm going to say this again. A lot of mommy and daddies have thrown their gay and trans children out on the street and expect to go to heaven. I'm going to sit amongst God. So you, as a parent, got a gift from God that you threw away. You know how you killed God's child, and you all say, "Oh, God beloved the world that He gave His only." But He didn't give His only begotten Son. You killed them. So you killed God's Son. You took yours and thrown it away, but you want to go to heaven. Oh, I can't wait to go. No, you ain't going to heaven, sweet. It's a little hot where you going. You're going straight to hell. You hell bound and don't even know it. But you close your eyes on what you've done. So when your child is out there on the street living underneath the bridge that's broken because they mommy who brought them there, mommy and daddy, you done broken your child. You ain't looking for your child because you sitting around your friends, you getting all drunk, you use the benefits card, you on welfare about a child that's not even in your household. And you can reap in benefits, and then you want to live your life and be glorified and want to sit there and be happy. And a man up high is looking at you saying, girl, you sitting in church and you praising God and you sitting around there and you feeling all high and mighty. You catching the Holy Ghost and you thinking that the Holy Ghost gonna put you in heaven. You got a real big surprise coming to you. Because when you walk to them pearly gates and say, I saw you in church. But my question to you is, what did you do with that child I sent to you? What did you do with the child I sent to you? What child? Oh, Mary, John, Betty. What did you do with the child I sent you? Oh, it was different, so I threw it away. But what happened to it? Oh, I don't know. Am I going to heaven now? You just answered your own question. Where you think you should go? Oh, I done the right thing. So where's the child? Where's the child? Oh, I don't know. I threw it away. So what do you want me to do with you? An eye for an eye, two for a two. So what should I do with you? You threw that away. So what should I do with you? You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You keep talking about karma. So now it's sitting in front of you. You reaping what you sow. Now karma's sitting here. Now you want to go to heaven. So now you reaping what you sow. So where you think you go? You reaping what you sow. You threw it out there. Now I'm handing it back to you. So where am I supposed to go? Oh, you'll figure it out. Exactly. Exactly. Alonzo. So now they don't understand it, right? You reaping what you sow. Oh, well, I need a do-over. Oh no, this is the end line. This is the end line. This is it. Now I have to decide how you going to come back. Should I make you come back different? Should I make you come back as a tree? Should I make you not come back at all? Or should I just make you just burn in hell? How should I make you come back? Because now you're reaping what you sow. Because you said in church, no, I'm holy. I read my Bible, I did this and I did that. Bible been rewritten over and over and over and over. And half the stuff inside it, the man above didn't even say it. Y'all just thought, y'all sit in church talking about stuff. What the Lord told me. Did he tell you that really? Or did you go by what you've been through in life and you just took it and pizzled it all together? You know, like a wig, you just put it all together to make it look good. But reality, it ain't yours. It's just something you put together to present in front of everybody else. Is it really the truth? Because if God created me, then he created you. So what makes me so less than and make you so greater than? This world is so messed up. Every woman is short. So what did that tell? So if every woman is short, then what did that tell to the short man? So you tell a short man that he's not a man because he's short? So that makes him more like a woman? Did they ever think of the message that they give men that are short? When they say all women are short? Would they ever understand the message they tell men that are short? There are a lot of men out here that are good men that are short. Can't find a woman because everywhere he goes, he's constantly being told, oh, you short. I don't want no man little than me. You can't protect me. You never heard of David and Goliath? He can protect you. But in your mind, you've been brainwashed to believe that a real man is tall. So when a woman is tall, she's described as more like a real man. So even though she's tall and everything about her smell and taste and feels like a woman, you already been programmed that women are not supposed to be tall. Compliments from society. Now, if God created all things and he made her tall and made him short, they were created by the man above. Who made you the truth of how things go? You. There are men and women that are born with both organs and a vagina, and they call what do they call the two people with both organs? A multidite. The thing about it is, people don't believe that things go a certain way. There are some people out here that were born with 11 fingers. There's so many different things in this world that are different that people shame it upon because it don't fit what they call normal. There's so many white men out here that sound and talk just like black people. If you listen to them on the phone, you would think there was a black person. There's so many black people who sound like white people on the phone, and you find out they're black. There are so many different spirits that are interacting in everybody's body that does not go the way people think it should go. Because you know why? You're so busy coming with your judgment of what society has poisoned your mind and brainwashed you to thinking that you're carrying on instead of learning different people for who they are without your judgment and check off box. You'd be surprised of the blessing of the lesson that was sitting in front of you that you canceled. That now you got to go through more trials and tribulations, and your blessing was right there, but you just canceled it because you knew everything and you didn't know nothing. You ain't know nothing, but you know it all. There are so many people sitting in the old folks' home right now being taken care of by nurses, and their children or don't even check up on them. Their children could care less whether they lived or died. Their children don't even go check up on them. Your mother and father done fell down in the house. Oh well, oh well. I already got my insurance policy, so when they die, I could collect the money. Your children that you loved so much don't care nothing about you. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I've learned, and not and by no means is everybody said. I learned something. That black sheep in your family, the one that you showed that shut down so bad, was actually your blessing. And the one that you praised and did so much for, you gave them the power to not care about nothing but themselves. Because you were so busy praising them and you're so busy shooting the other one down. And the one that you should have been uplifting that was going to make sure you became okay. You threw that away. You kept the one that didn't give a damn about you. Okay, let's do odds and even. They could be a gay child. And they could be a child that commit felons, kill people, murder people, enjoy just doing bad things. A mother will sit in court and fight for that son and will love that son. Because somewhere along the line, she understands why that son does what it does. And a lot of times, a son does what it does or did is because mommy didn't get that son or that daughter the right way. That was somebody else's husband. That was somebody else's boyfriend. But she was stand in court and everything. But that one gay child that will cry and walk out that door with a broken heart will be the one child that when that mommy falls down, that child will try to show up to help that child with a broken heart. Because I'm going to tell you something. Most, not all, children that are tossed away from the LGBTQ will show up faster for those parents than the one that they love so much. That child who's broken will try to help that parent, even though that parent treated them like dirt, even though that parent disowned them, even though that parent broke in their heart, even though that parent did things, that gay or trans or two-spirit child will show up and put their feelings to the side and still help that parent. And that parent, when they get up on their feet, will betray them again. Well, I feel that certain type of way. It just ain't right. But you don't want them to open up the book on you, but you want to preach about them. Oh, baby, when they open up that book on you, how you tricked, how you laid low, how you slept with other people's men, how you slept with women. Oh, you don't want nobody to read. Oh, I don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about how you love another woman. You don't want to talk about how you have bisexuality with another woman, but you have a gay child and you can't stand your child for being gay, but you don't want to accept the fact that you was with other females. Hypocrite lives real. A man that all of a sudden now he's dating a woman, he's laying in bed with a biological woman, but he got a full-blown boyfriend that he called his brother. Oh, that's my brother. Oh, I call him my brother because we grew up together. You call him your brother because that's your man. And you and your man, they'll create a whole new family. Y'all call each other brother, and y'all go on trips together because so y'all can finally be together. So now y'all living this whole DL life, and you living with your husband while you with your wife. The only person don't know is the other person. Or you a female and you got this girl that you call your sister, and you got a man and you call your sister. You go on a girl's trip because so you could actually be with your girlfriend, which is your wife, as you as a husband. But the only thing about it, the other people just don't know. Because the DL life is bigger than the LGBTQ. And I tell people this all the time. Who do you think having sex with the people in LGBTQ? The straight people. The straight people. The one that's sitting in church. The one that's opening up the Bible. Who you think having sex with them? Them. They ain't going to tell you that. They'll take it to their grave. But before they go to their grave, they're going to make one more trip. Every girl knows this. They're knock on the door or the man pulling down the hat real low. Because he's still going to sneak. They still going to sneak. Women going to sneak and women going to sneak. They're going to sneak. They're going to sneak. And the only reason why women get away with cheating better than men, because 9 times out of men, when men have sex, they don't even go to the bathroom to wash their private parts. A woman will at least take a wipe and wipe between her legs. Sometimes. Some don't even do that. Because men be so horny, he'd even check it upon. He ain't even thinking about it because he thinks she's so pure. And she just done had another man up inside her. And she gonna make a whole lot of noise when you go up inside her because she don't want you to know that she just had somebody way bigger than you, well endowed with you, and she's squeezing her vagina tight so you can feel as though it's so tight. It's like she know what to do. The same thing when somebody go inside of somebody from the back in the gay community. When he hit it from the back, he's squeezing his cheeks so tight so you can feel as though you his first. Oh, you real tight. Yeah, he tight. Because he don't want you to let you know that dude been all up inside him, then yacked him so good that his joint is tight, is this big. So while you like, wow, my man can't deal with me, and I got a little one. He already got somebody well endowed with you. And also, 9 times out of 10, that dude that's well endowed with you is better in the bed than you, come better performance than you. And the only thing you worrying about is somebody out in you, and she would or he would do that's digging him out. And the reason why he not with dude that's digging him out, because dude is on the DL, because dude got a wife. Dude got a wife. The protection of the DL life, as we protect them, they kill us. As we protect them, they out us. A DL man, let me tell you something about a DL man. A DL man is the kind of go like, yo, I'll beat somebody up. He all hardcore. He the toughest man in the street. Oh, I can't stand them F words. I can't stand them fake ass women, them fake train. Oh, he can't stand them. But he having sex with all of them. The best way to throw you off is to say you hate them. And then when you say, why do they bother you so much? If they live in their life, it ain't got nothing to do with you because you be over here building your factory, building your brand, doing what you need. Why you keep going over there though? You keep going over there. Why everything you talk about always going over there? Because the heart doesn't lie. Because that's where he belongs. Over there. That's where he gets down. Over there. When they're going to get on top of you, that's who he's thinking about. Them over there. When he ejaculates in your body, he's thinking about them over there. That's when he has sex with you. He turned you around doggy style so he could be over there with them. And while you like, oh, 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 he's got another man's vision in his head with his eyes closed. And he's looking at him using your body as a tool. And you so sleep, you don't even realize why he's inside of you with his whole vision closed off to your body. There's some men out here who date women who look like men because the simple fact of the matter is that he wants a man. And everything she tried to do to beautify herself, to make herself look more feminine, he objects. I don't like you with all that makeup on. I like you with the buzz cut. I like you like that. He like you like that because he's fulfilling the fantasy through you. He hasn't even accepted the woman that you are. He hasn't even accepted the beautiful woman that you are because he's so busy looking for the man features in your face. He's only dating you because he feels as though you look like a man. He will never tell you that. He will never tell you that. He's always going to tell you you're beautiful. There will be some women out here who date men that are really pretty. The only reason why she's dating you because you look like a woman. She's with you because she can finally live her fantasy of being with a female. She wants your hair to go long. She wants you to look more feminine. She wants you to look more beautiful. Because now she can finally be with who she wants to be with a woman. And the only reason why you're being used is because she cannot stand up to society and be who he or she is. If you say God makes no mistakes, then why are you making it a mistake? Why are you making it a mistake? You let people get in your ear to destroy who you are and everything that was presented for you, the glory, the blessings has been blocked. Compliments from society. Now you on a train. Now you riding on the train every night. Now you homeless. You don't even care about this. You ain't got no dreams of gold. You sleeping in tents and you happy with this. You can sleep outside. You don't even have a problem with what you're doing because you're so broken. But if you had enough strength to fight back, imagine how far if you took that same strength that you had to be broken and twisted around to be strong, you would be a bad, powerful leader. But you can't because you allowed the ones that you thought that had your back, that loved you, to break you. You allowed that. But you got to take back your power. And like I said before, some people you got to leave is the people you love. Because at the end of the day, your expirational date will come. Don't let it come. And you say, I wish I did. The cars, the house, none of that stuff coming with you. The clothes, the rings, the thousands, none of that stuff coming with you. But I'm going to tell you one thing. The happier you are, the more healthy you'll be. I'd rather be happy and healthy and broke than to be rich, got all this money, and a broken heart, living my life for somebody else that really don't give a damn about me. and making their vision of me Bible and took my vision of me and made it dark. I dim my light for somebody else's approval. And I walk through life being a zombie. I get high, I'm drunk, I'm using drugs, I want to find another drug, I want to get on fentanyl, I want to do everything just to get high. Because I didn't stand up to these people who try to break me. And every day you allow these people in your life, you allow yourself to be like the person in prison. You have prisoned yourself. So when you go online and watch prison movies and see people in prison, that's you. That's you. You're behind a cage door and you can't get out. Compliments from the people you listen to. The only difference is they're in a cage and you not. You have to learn to take your power and apply it to yourself. And if you have to grab hold of people that love you, and I'm talking about the ones that got your back. I'm not talking about the ones that talk about you, that love you, got your back. If you find another partner that does not approve of somebody else, and they happen to be gay, or they happen to be trans, or big two spirit, and you find somebody that you love, and they love you, and you realize they got your back, baby, take your people, and you and that person that you love, y'all move forward and make a new family, create new friends, because they're everywhere. They are everywhere. There are so many people like you than you know. There's so many people waiting for you to show up to start your family, to make it bigger. There's so many people sitting in a high organization, sitting in a high property. There's so many people sitting on a high value of money that you have no idea, that you think, oh, I thought I was going to go down. And it was not available for you, that you thought, because of what they told you, that you got to. You like, well, whoa, I'm happy. I got new friends. My best friend got his own company. I'm partnering with this. I got real estate. I got property. I got all this stuff going for me. With this person, I let them go and look at the rewards I received. Now I'm saying, was they talk about you? You know, I always loved you. I knew you was going to be a success. Oh, now I'm a success. Now you always love me because I'm not on the street asking for money. So I didn't let you break me. But now you love me. Oh, oh. You know what? I'm struggling a little bit. Could you cash up? Oh, 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 oh. So would you ask me to cash up you if I was shaking a cup, knocking on people's cars on the highway? Oh, I see you feel a certain type of way. No, I'm giving you the same energy you gave me when you tried to break me, when you couldn't accept me, when you couldn't accept who I love. I'm giving you that same energy. So now I'm handing it back to you. You're offended. You're upset with me because I'm showing you the same energy you gave me. Oh, I always knew you was funny acting. Oh, now I'm funny acting. Well, you know what? Let me act even more funny. I'm going to leave. And you have a great life. Whatever you do, I see you my blessing. Now they're going to use a lot of profanities on you. Now the love and all that stuff they said about you, now they calling you all types of names. Names don't bother you. As a child, they always told you, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Stick by it. I don't care what you try to do in life. There's always going to be somebody that's going to talk about you like a dog. I don't care how successful you become, how rich you become, how everything you're doing positive. There will be somebody that's going to talk about you like a dog. And some of those people, it's going to be people that you really, truly love. And you open that door, you be like, wow, you? Betrayal is real. Betrayal is real. I'm going to tell you something. Once upon a time, I told y'all this story before. Once upon a time, I used to do shows. And this guy started up this whole thing for shows and stuff. So I was starting this thing, shows. And me and another girl, she asked me to come with her to go shopping. And I went to take her to go get hair and stuff. And we went shopping the whole day. So we went shopping and everything. And I was like, yo, I'm starting to do shows and stuff. So why don't you come down? I'll put you in a spot, for doing shows. So of course you get paid. You get to do shows. Now, she didn't know the history of the guy and me. Now the guy came to me and asked me, he wanted me to do shows. So he wanted me to host shows. He was like, Raven, I really want you to do this. And So she went to him behind my back and asked him to get rid of me and let her do the shows. Now remind you, I didn't even know this. So him came to me, the man who owned the place. He said, Raven, I want to talk to you. Now remind you, this is not the first time this has happened to me with betrayal. He came to me and said, why do you call this girl your sister? I said, because she is. He said, well, your sister told me to take you out the show. He said, your sister told me she could do the show better. And she also got better girls. Now, I done sat with this girl. Me and this girl was cool. Me and this girl. And I'm sitting here like, I'm baffled. But thank God for a snitch that gives out names. I'm going to say this again. Thank God for a snitch that gives out names. You know, the rumors. People love to say rumors, but they don't want to tell the rumor who started. Thank God for the rumor who started, gave out the, and to this day now, she denies it. Oh, Raven, I would never do that. I said, you know what? If I take my fist and push it down your throat, you won't be able to survive the aftermath. She starts getting up. Because I said, if you open your mouth, every teeth in your mouth is going to be in my hand. Now she's quiet. Because at this point, she already know. She ain't got nothing to say. Because I will snatch you up really quick and throw you straight to the wall. You won't be ready for what's going to come. Because all that cute Barbie stuff ain't going to exist with me. You can be cute for the other girls. But when you get caught, oh, well. And then she went even further to come after him for coming after me to go to someone higher. So he went on vacation and she went and got somebody else. And they removed me from the spot. Let me tell you how, this is how it works. So they removed me from the spot. So I wasn't the host there. So the shows continue, right? But people wasn't showing up no more. This is the second time this happened. People, it was like, well, where's Raven? Where's Raven? People wasn't showing up. So the big, large people that was there were not showing up no more. So people that was not showing up no more, these two people didn't like me. Compliments from this chick. Okay, no problem. So when he came back, he said, well, what's going on here? He said, why are you not hosting the shows, Raven? I said, well, she went behind. He said, who? I told him. He went to these two women. He fired them. This man and woman, he fired them. Men and women I've never seen in my life before could not stand me. Compliments from her, the girl I helped, the girl I went shopping with, the girl I call my sister. Remind you, I'm watching all this. This is, of course, this is years ago. This is not the Raven here now, because this Raven right here now, I don't know. But this is years ago. So I'm watching this thing up. So he got rid of her. I ran into her years ago later. And she comes up to me, acting like nothing exists. Hey, baby, you look good. And I'm looking at her. She's like, can I get a hug? I said, I wish I would. I'm looking at her like this. And she stops. See, I don't do the phony thing. See, I love a woman. If you don't like me, I appreciate a woman let me know that. Like, I appreciate a woman's like, I don't like you, baby. I'm not going to mess with you because I appreciate that because she's real. She's standing what she says and she stand behind it. So she ain't up in my face. It's that fake, phony friend that's standing in my face that's got so many knives sticking in my back. And this is what I said before. Your blessings was already there, but there was somebody there to try to make sure it wouldn't happen. And to this day, she sits in front of my face. And I told her, I said, I know what you did. She's, oh, I would never. I said, I'm going to tell you something. Don't do all that. Don't do all that girly stuff. I said, because I would slap you in your face. I said, why are you trying to call the cops? They're going to have a reason to pick me up. And every time you call the cops and I get out of jail, I'm coming back to get you. So you keep that in mind. Because I'm going to get back out. I said, so you keep that in mind. Oh, oh, I think I better leave. I said, oh, I think you better. Oh, I'm about to go. Honey, she got her stuff and she ran out the door. She didn't even walk. Let me tell you something. When people do you dirty and they know you found out, they move quick because you wasn't supposed to find out. And like I said before, and I will say it again, watch people around you because everybody's not around you for the right reason. I've learned this when I was working in New York at the bartender. I learned it, and for me, I really felt as though the LGBTQ cared about the LGBT, and they don't. There is no such thing as a community. They don't give a about you. If you're a two-spirit woman, oh, they talk about some. Oh, you could do pageants. You could do drag shows. That's all. That's all we could do. We can't do nothing else. Well, why don't you go into acting? Suppose I don't want to. Suppose I don't want to be a performer. Suppose I want to get a job like everybody else. Why is it you in the LGBTQ that's in high organizations and all over the world? Why is it that you making sure I don't shine, but you want to shine? Now, I expect this from straight people, but not you. How come when I call up Audrey Lorde and all that from the lesbian stuff, y'all don't want people like me around your organization? And I don't have to say allegedly because I got the receipts in my inbox. So I know the lesbian women don't like women like us. And when I say this, I'm not talking about all, because I know a lot of gay men don't like women like us, and I'm not talking about all. I know a lot of gay people who go after men who like women like us, try to destroy the men for liking us. And a lot of times when it's not a gay man who looks straight, it's a gay woman who looks straight that goes after this man who feels as though she's a straight woman giving advice and she's a gay woman. She ain't gonna tell you that. The only time they're gonna let you know is when you catch them. You gotta catch them. They'll never let you know the truth. You gotta catch them out there. Just like I seen with this guy, he used to make fun of gay people or stuff like that. I caught him in a club dancing with a man. When I caught him, you know what he said to me? That's my father. I was in shock. I was like, you dancing with God? Because that's not who you, him and you said, but, and the only reason why I found out, because they was on the floor dancing together, and I'm looking, I said, Dad, I look like one of my friends who talk about gay people all the time. But nah, that ain't him. I go up a little closer. I was like, I almost said his name. I was like, yo, he says, oh, that's my father. So You having incest with your father in a gay club? Nah, I know your father. That ain't your father. That ain't your father. And why would your father be dancing gay club with you? That's not your father. I know your father. That's not your father. Oh, I said, why don't you just do this? I'm blind. I'm blind. I don't know where I'm at. I'd rather you do that. I mean, if you're gonna fake it, I mean, go away out. Why do that? You caught. The only reason and to this day now he disappeared. He's hitting himself away. You know why he hit himself away? Because he created this whole facade. He created this whole lie. He created this whole lie, which was not him. And all this time, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. People watch people. If you find somebody you're happy with, don't let people talk you out of what you want. That's who love you. If that person loves you and they want to build with you, stick with that person. Excuse me. Because there are a lot of miserable people out here that are hypocrites. And as long as you're unhappy, they're happy. As long as you're miserable, they're happy. They will never let you know they got somebody. They will let you know that you know they're with somebody. I met a lot of men that are broken. I can't repair it. I can't just make a magic wand because I don't know the history of breaking you. And I can't, first of all, Raven can't save everybody. I'm just trying to save myself. But I can't fix people. I can only give you suggestions and ideas and things that can help you. And you pull for what you want. And whatever you don't want to pull from, you leave it on the floor. Okay, let me read some messages. Okay, we don't need to know that, Rob. Can I have a kiss for Bride? The topic is, new topic is, new topic is sleeping. Okay, Chad is trying to be, I need somebody to take Chad out because he's being extra negative. There you go. Take him away. Because, Chad, you coming for people. If you're not here for a learning experience, you shouldn't be here at all. Because you're bringing all this negativity, and you're exactly what I be speaking about, called a demon. And see, this is what demons do. They come in, and then they try to destroy anything that has to do with somebody else's happiness. This is what they do. I'm going to give you distraction. Because when we say demons, remember, it's a bunch of them. Distraction is the key. Because what you're trying to do is put light inside of people. You're trying to give people hope. You're trying to make people live their dream. You're trying to show people to be happy. I have to distract this. I have to try to find a way to throw you off. Because I don't want them to be happy. I want to be destroyed. So I'm going to try. And this is what they do. And they show up. And they show up in family. And they show up in friends. And this is exactly a prime example of what I speak of. Be mindful and be aware of a lot of people like this. Exactly. Be mindful and aware. Because a lot of people, as long as y'all are unhappy and can't find them, because they are out. Let me tell you, there are billions of people in this world. Don't you never think nobody's out here for you. They are out here. But sometimes you got to be the soldier for their strength. Sometimes you have to be the one to hold up. Because a lot of times, and not in all cases, you ain't got to be a body therapist, but a lot of times people are broken. And like a lot of times with us, there will be straight men that's going to come for you. Straight men. Now, people, this is another thing I talked to another girl about. Straight men like women. And some gay men and some women, but okay, so whatever you're into, I'm not saying, it's no set rules. We're not robots. So you like what you like. There's some biological women who like two-spirit women. There's some gay men who like spirit. If that's what you're into, go for it. That's make you. It's not about what you're into. It's who you decide your spirit lines up with you, and y'all are compatible, and y'all want to be happy. It's not a program. We're not programmed to be a certain way. But what you should be programmed is to find someone that you could grow with to make you happy, and they make you happy. And y'all check up on each other's happiness. And each other's happiness is so important that y'all protect each other's happiness. And anybody comes in between or trying to stop y'all from being happy, y'all get them out the way. Oh no, you can't destroy this. This is locked down here. You take your baby and you take them and y'all move forward. Because anything that's not trying to build y'all and trying to make y'all go to a higher level has to be removed. And some of those people gotta be mommy and daddy. Because mommy, let me tell you something. And I'm not speaking bad of mommy and daddies, but mommy and daddies have done a lot of work to destroy children. It starts at home, from shooters going to school, killing children. Mommy and daddies have done a lot of work. A lot of bad work. A lot of bad work. Hey, Miss Moore. And when I say this, I'm not talking about every mommy and daddy. I'm not talking, it's not an everybody thing. But a lot of mommies and daddies have done a lot of bad things. And the thing about it is, they don't want to tell you that part. I know a girl who would celebrate the LGBTQ, but her kids better not be one. She said, I have no problem with that community, but I want my kid to be one. I would die knowing my child was in the LGBTQ. But you say you have no problem with them. I don't. I just don't want my child to be in it. So what we call you is a mole. So you ain't really for them. Because the person that you brought to your body that's reincarnated has to move your way. Because you do everything perfectly. Because you do everything right. Because you do everything according to the Bible, which is not accurate. I guarantee you, there was a reason it said that those who have not sinned cast the first stone. But y'all still saying that Jesus died for me. Y'all still not saying you murdered him. So as long as y'all still continuing that law, where is the truth? I mean, if you can go to the Almighty and say he died for me, that you sent him down so us to kill him, who sends their child down to be killed? Please explain to me. This is a lie. See, people don't think about that big lie. Who sends their children up to be killed? Please tell me. What parents send their children to school to say, I want you to kill my kid? What parent? Please tell me. So every child that's been killed was sacrificed for the world? Who says that? So you trying to tell me that God Almighty sent this kid down here so y'all kill him? So he died for your sins? Are you really want us to believe that? So when we watch the movies of him being dragged and being beaten with a cross, and y'all know, so we want to act like we don't see this? We want to act like he was a part of this. This was his plan. No. Say what you're doing. You lying. How could you lie? How could you lie on the Almighty and then ask for a blessing? Y'all need to think about that. Let that sink in. How could you go for a blessing when you killed the son and then saying, well, he did it for us? Now, if somebody dragged you, now think about this. If somebody came to your house right now and dragged you and beat you and took stones and thrown at you outside as they dragged you down the street, took you and nailed you to the, how did you die? Weren't you murdered? Were you not murdered? And then when the story goes out, well, Raven wanted to die. Won't y'all say, but something ain't adding up here. Something ain't adding up here. Something not adding up. If you ever been lied on, if somebody ever lied on you, then you'll know how the Bible works. Because people lie on it all the time. So if anybody ever lied on you, you know how the Bible works. Because they lie so much in their Bible about a lot of things. And they will make it Bible. You watch people sit back and say, well, the Lord give me. So you got houses, you got airplanes, you got buses, and you got people on the streets. So if you got a church that's that big, you got all that money, those houses and buses. Why is people on the street? Nobody should be on the street. Because that same money you use to get that house, that bus, that airplane, could have built the houses, small studios for homeless people. And every Sunday, because you don't pay taxes, you could have created a whole community on Sunday. They ate, they got something to eat where they could have built and gotten further in life and left. You don't do that. You took that money, you made it with your family. You bought a house, you bought a car, you built the church. That's all for you. The love offering, that's all for you. What are people on the street? You don't see that. Anyway, so I ain't gonna make it too Bible-ish because I know Bible swinging horse can be like, oh girl, a birth is every day. Exactly. Hey Kylie, baby, can I ask you a question? Do you and Cam Bam have a who is Cam Bam? I don't know. Who is Cam Bam? I never heard of Cam Bam. Only asked because y'all were perfect. No, I never heard of Cam Bam. I never heard of Cam Bam. Um, said it before, I will say it again. If you're gonna have a problem with your children being transgender. But see the thing about it is so they are so hypocritical because if you ever catch them on their stuff, I know we all heard our parents say things and do things. You like, that's a lie. But I'm gonna go along with it because I know you're my parent. I have to stick behind you, but you're wrong. I know a lot of us heard our parents say things. You're like, you know, you're wrong for that. But I have to stand behind you because you're my parent, but you dead wrong. They make fun of people, they laugh at people. You like, why are you laughing at them? You know, the mother who makes a comment, oh my God, look at them things, them LGBT. And it's like, well, I thought you go to church every Sunday. Oh, if you go to church every Sunday and you believe in God so much, then how come you're not married? How come I'm here and you ain't married? Oh, child, I don't want to talk about it. It's so weird how people are a certain way till you start catching on. But my thing is this. I can't stop people from doing what they want to do because this is their life. They do what they want to do. And it's not about raping. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's testimony is different. Don't apologize for your testimony. Just make way for your progress and your blessing. And if you're not being blessed, you got to find another way. If things ain't coming to you, you got to find another way. If things still ain't acting right, you got to find another way. Every way you turn is another turn. You turn this way, turn this way. Every time you turn, it's another way. It's always another way. Go in the front door, go in the side door, going through the windows, going through it's always another way. Don't just say, it ain't no way. Oh, it's always another way. Because you got it in you. And if you protect that spirit, baby, it's going to shine. Because what's done in the dark will come into the light. It's going to shine. Some deep-rooted pain maybe you've been through or child abuse or whatever case it be. It's going to shine. We're not perfect. And nobody really is. But the thing about it is, Some of us make mistakes. Some of us fix our mistakes. Some continue to make mistakes. Some just don't care. But I learned a lot of times when a person is very beautiful or very handsome, we let them get away with a lot because of their looks. And if I let this person go, I'm never going to have nobody look this way again. But sometimes the devil sent you somebody. It wasn't God. I've had the devil send me people, and I know I should have left and I stayed. If you are a child who grew up with abuse, you're going to look for people who are abusers. Okay, I'm going to say this again. If you are a child that grew up with abuse, you're going to look for people who are abusers. You know why? Because it ain't that bad. Because you already been get trained to it. So what other people like, yo, that's bad. You be like, oh, it ain't that bad. It's bad. Oh, it ain't that bad. I just think you just gotta give them a chance. No, it's pretty bad. You know why it's not that bad to you? Because you already learned how to deal with it. Because you've been abused. Now, in order for you to break the generational curse, you have to find people that's gonna uplift you. Anybody that hurts you, anybody makes you feel less than, that's not for you. And sometimes you're gonna be in love with them people. It's gonna break your heart because it can be fit in a box that's so perfect, that's so beautiful, they're so financially set. But everything they offer you is to take that light that's shining with you and pull it away. And sometimes you gotta leave people you really truly love just to save yourself. And it's gotta be on everything in order for you to make it. And you will make it once you accept the truth. The truth hurts. It hurts like hell, especially if you deeply rooted in their love. Is you deeply love them. But the truth is still the truth. And everybody's sitting around you. Sometimes you already know you gotta go. You need to start planning your escape. And if you don't know how to do it, go on the calendar, write down a date, and say, this is the date I'm going to leave this person. And check it in the box and write it down. And if you need to go to that box and write it in every day, just like a drug use, and write it in every day, saying, today I was successful. I didn't contact this person. Today I was successful. I did not use this drug. Today I was successful. I did not use this drink. Today I was successful. I did not eat all that food. It is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but you are worth fighting for because in the end, the rewards is amazing. If you notice, I did not have a drink on this live. I did not say, everybody go get that drink. I did not tell you this because you know what it is I'm doing? I'm moving to a different level. And what I've learned is in order to have change, you have to change. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Hey Mia, hey Katie, you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable because being uncomfortable may be the things you should have been comfortable with. Being uncomfortable is because sometimes you let other people get in your head and change your way of thinking of a blessing that was already there all the time before they showed up. Every day is a start over. Every day is a chance. But I'm going to tell you, and I'm going back to dating again. If you find somebody that you love, that's gay, straight, but well, whatever, gay, straight, or bi, and they're not killing nobody or murdering nobody, and they're good people, and they love you, stick with that person. Stick with that person. It is hard to find people who love you in this satanic world where internet and everything else is taken over. There's so many broken people out here. Delete yourself from the broken world and start your healing to your world. Because everything you want is available to you. It's all about deleting things that's in your life. Your light never left. It's just a shadow put over it. And once they get rid of the things, you're gonna watch things fall in your plate. I watch people who say they have no problem with you to complete, but they don't want their family to know about you. They don't want their family to know about you, but they love you. I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes not meeting their family is a good thing because their family may be just as messed up as yours was. But if that person is around you, loving you, with you all the time, it's like they don't even have a family because you're their family. Treasure that because they made you their first and their last. They made you their one to your million. They made you their A to Z. And they see you as the number one of everything. That everything is not always going to be perfect. So allow people room in relationships to mess up, just like you're going to mess up because we're not perfect. And past traumas is real, and sometimes it leaks over into your relationship. But when it happens, call yourself on it. Say, well, wait a minute. I'm acting crazy. I need you to help me through this. And if they love you, they'll help you through it. You be like, yo, I need you. But if they love you, they be like, yo, well, this is what we'll do to help you through this. Now, there's other ones that will use it as an upcome to destroy you. Well, you know what? That's another thing you do. When they deliver become really nasty, monitor who you picked. Because sometimes the devil will seem to show up more quicker than you think. Sometimes the devil can pull you all the way down somewhere and make you feel comfortable that it's the right one. And it was never the right one. They just had to pull you along a little longer. And when they felt as though you finally fell in love, it's when a person shows up. I had somebody I saw was seeing. When I finally fell in love with him, he left. He started acting different. He stopped showing up. He stopped answering text messages. He kept trying to convince me that he loved me. And when I finally believed he loved me and I let him know I loved him, is when he left. Is when he left. When he started acting different. And he can't come back now. Because now I feel tricked. Now I don't trust him. Because my thing is this. If you love me, and when I finally got there to love you, and you was not available for my love, then you never really was there for me. Because when you love someone, they don't always get there when you get there. Sometimes you have to be patient for people to get there. Remember, people coming with a testimony too. Everybody's not gonna be perfect 100%. There gonna be some hiccups. People are not perfect. Stop making people live to be a perfect person, but we're not perfect. Some days things gonna be great, and some days things not gonna be so great. Some days we're gonna go to work and we can become broken. We gonna need you to be the light to put the light bulb back on. We don't need you to tear us down too. We need you to go, you know what? That's okay. That job or the people bothered you on the train or the bus. Don't you worry about it, baby. I love you. I got you. Guess what we're gonna do? Got a movie I want us to watch together. There's always a way that you could soothe the pain, to put the smile back on their face when they was in a dark place. Because that's your job. Your job is to make sure they don't stay down long. Your job is to pick them up. That's why you love them. That's why you're there for them. Because when my baby falls, I'll make sure they never hit the ground. I got you. And that's what you want. You don't want somebody that when you about to hit the ground, he taking his feet and stomping you to make sure you hit it first more. If he can't make you laugh out of the pain and make you go, you know what, you're so funny. You only one that can make me laugh through this. That's what you want. Because at your brokest, at your darkest hour, the man that loves you is supposed to pull you out of it. Whether he acting silly, acting like a clown, making you laugh, or him or her, whatever the case may be, if they're not doing this in your darkest part of pain, they ain't for you. They're not. Now, some men can't do that. But when sometimes a man could be the hardest man in the world, being tough all the time, but with you, he's soft as a button. Or her, whatever you into. Because you know what? They recognize that pain, they don't want you in it. They don't want you in it. They're like, you know what, let's do something crazy. Let's do this. It's easy to take somebody out of a dark spot. It's easy to take somebody out of a dark place. But if somebody got your back, they're going to do it. But I'm going to tell you something. If you ever find somebody who loves you and they're out there, just make sure that God sent them and not the devil. Because the devil will send you somebody faster than God will. And if they look too good and they smell too good and the money is right and the sex is crazy, monitor it a little bit. Just watch it. Don't start falling all in love. Don't start everything. Just monitor it. Be mindful and monitor it. Sometimes it's a great deal. Like Miss Moore? Sometimes it's the real deal. Sometimes there are great success stories. Beautiful dreams. But even then, when you find somebody, you have to make sure you protect what's yours. Because there going to be people that's not going to be happy for you. Just always keep that in mind. That's why I always said, if I ever have a boyfriend, I'm not putting him online because I know people are going to be coming after him. I'm not putting him online. I'm not sharing things because people are going to come after him. And people are going to come after me. And the goal is to split us up. Now, I know I'm not weak. So I know I'm not going to take the bait. And I know him and I were going to have arguments. But will he take the bait? Because I sat down with the man and I told him exactly what was going to happen when we was together, and he took the bait. And now he blames me for destroying his life. He said, because I didn't allow him to be a man. I allowed you to be a man. I engineered the whole map of what was going to happen. I told you people were going to show up. Everything I said happened. You took the bait. And now you're mad at me for helping you get up on your feet. And the funny thing is, I still could have had him. I still could have took him back. I still could take him. I don't want him. Because one thing about me, betrayal is real. If you betray me once, you betray me twice. You don't got to betray me one time. When I see you, I see you. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you on this day because I've talked to a couple of guys and stuff, and they saying they want to date the girls, and people be saying so many negative things about them, and they be saying so many bad things. These guys are broken, and I keep telling you guys, whether you want to listen to it or not, stop letting people pick who makes you happy. There's Sierra and Russell Wilson. As long as Sierra was dating so many men broken, everybody was happy. Once she found somebody to be happy with, they've been attacked. She's been attacked. Excuse me. All these times she was broken, they was happy. She finally found a man to make her happy. She's having this baby. Everybody said, why are people upset? Why are they so upset behind it? Why are these straight men making blogs on him? As a straight man, why is you so concerned about another man and his family? If you was a real straight man, you'd be too busy trying to build your family, build your brand. You'd be too busy trying to build the life for you and yours. You'd be too busy trying to make your money pregnant. You'd be too busy over here. So why are you so worried about this couple? And why are you so worried about her man? As a straight man, why are you worried about her man? Say what it is. You want him for yourself. You want to get in the bed with him. You want him to lay and do the things to you. But you can't say that because that would make you gay. And you don't want people to know that because you done ran up inside of a bunch of women and you done destroyed a lot of women's life. So you don't want women to know how you really get down, what you really like. So what you do is you respond in anger. You pissed off at everybody because you can't be who you really are. Because no matter what you do in life, you can't leave you. You're going to be you no matter what. You can't turn it off. Oh, I'm not gay no more. I've been delivered. He said he was not gay no more, been delivered. He was in a gay bar in New York City. Now, you done did that video and you in a gay bar. But he only did it because he wanted to be viral. And the thing about it is, he on a whole show for being gay. You can't help for who you are. You can't fix for what you already are. You can't just turn it off. You could hide it. You could suppress it. But I'm going to tell you something. When you start hiding and killing who you are, your body starts reacting. You have a stroke. You have a heart attack. You have all these things start happening. You start making your body attack itself. Because what you're doing is dying inside. Because you wasn't strong enough to show who you are. You wasn't strong enough to show the leader you are because there were so many people behind you that were just like you. That was waiting for you to show up so they could finally show up. But you can't hide from your health. Anyway, anybody want any more questions? I'm about to cut out of here. I just wanted to say this to y'all, just to put this little video together real quick. Because simple fact of the matter is that this is the LGBTQ month. And my thing is this. Everybody in LGBTQ is not your family and not your friends. Some of them are your full-blown enemies. And some of them can't stand you. So you monitor them the same way you monitor straight people. Whatever straight is. Because like I said, the DL means straight people. Say it again. DL means straight people. District means straight people. So why are we always just trying to find out? So why is it such a concern to try to find out who's really gay and who's really straight? A lot of times those people who are saying that is from the people in the LGBTQ. I watch this guy outside. I guess he's a street pharmaceutical. And he be calling people all kinds of F's and gays and stuff on the street. And I'm looking at him like, if they only knew your story, why you calling all these men gay, you got a full-blown boyfriend, and you don't want nobody to know. And I'm sitting there just looking at him. He on the streets calling men all out their name. And I'm like, wow. This is why I don't bother with people. I was like, this is just, I don't need to see this. I don't need to see this. And I'm just looking at him. He calling men all kinds of F's and you ain't nothing, you gay anyway and all. And I'm like, but you gay. You got a boyfriend. But they don't know that because he looks straight and you look straight. But I know you because y'all was in the gay bar that I worked at in New York. But okay. Actually, he wanted to date me. He was in my house. That's how I met him. We don't speak to each other because I don't date punks. You're a punk. You shouldn't, when you finish peeing, you shouldn't leave it up. You should tuck it. You should tuck it. You should really tuck it when you finish peeing. Don't put it in the front. Stick it between your legs. Stick it between your legs. And get you some tampons. Buy you a tampon when you finish peeing and don't shake it. Get your tampon, take the seal off the back, put it in your panties and tuck your thing when you finish peeing. Because you're not a real man. You're a woman. You're a full-blown woman. You bleed every month like a female. The only difference is that you decide to hide it. You're a full-blown woman. You create this whole facade for these men on the street, and you like somebody running up in you. But you create this whole facade. But you're going to get caught. Somebody going to catch you out there. Because what's done in the dark, they be straight as, exactly, Jones. Ladybugs, exactly. And it just, y'all should see him. I mean, he be on the street. I mean, he be on the street. He be really doing it. And I'm looking at him like, I don't say nothing. Because I have nothing to say. I didn't see him. We saw him. I seen this P-Bug. It wasn't nothing to miss. We didn't have sex, though. But, you know, once, of course, it's a long time ago. But I seen this P-Bug. He has nothing to please anybody. He should transition. He's halfway there. Let me stop. He should transition. He's halfway there because there's not much to shrivel up. It's already shriveled up. And what's up with these men with these leaky penises? Why you got the drip? Y'all dripping. Y'all should get jobs as plumbers because clearly you got a drip. Just dripping. Why? And it says pre-cum. But you dripping. Why is you dripping? You put a condom on these men and a condom filled up with pre-cum. Why is it dripping in? You ever see those things that people in the hospital when they get their things and they dripping on? These things be dripping in the condoms. How is the condom filled up with pre-cum? That's a drip. Y'all girls, before y'all put these things in your mouth, y'all need to look at it and see if it's a drip. If it's dripping, it might be something added to that drip. They may put you in a doctor's office. These guys be dripping. They be dripping. I know some of y'all people like to give head and all. Listen, I don't care how you get that. That's your business. You like to put somebody's penis in your mouth. That's your business. That's nothing to do with raping. That ain't happening here. If I have somebody's pee bug in my mouth, you better believe I done inspect it. I done put on my glasses. I done cut on the light. I done shook it. I done looked at it, opened the hole up. I took my pen and went down in the hole to look and see if anything comes down. I have trust issues. I would love to have sex with a man without protection. I just don't trust men. I've seen too much. And the fact that all these straight men are on these gay websites with full-blown females as girlfriends, I'm done. You got a full wife and you pissed off at her for cheating on you and you on a gay website. My wife cheats on me, but you on a gay website looking for men. And you pissed off at your wife for cheating on you. I'm done. And I know you're not using protection with her. That's why I don't want to get married no more. I used to want to get married so bad. I don't want to get married no more. I don't. I just don't. I don't believe. I'm a Gemini, so, you know. You never know, though. There may be some man out there. Now, if I do find a man and we do take the test, I want us to live in the wilderness. I mean, there's some good men out there. Because I've had unsafe sex before. I didn't catch nothing. And I could have. And I knew all of the rules about sex and everything. But I think as you get older, you get more woke than when you're young. When you're young, you kind of know, but you kind of don't know. Or you think it won't happen to you. But when you get older and you keep hearing people's stories and testimonies, you start really listening. And then when you watch hardcore men run and jump in your bed like a puppy and bend over, and you like, okay, this is interesting. Now, I took a Pinto car and made it into a Cadillac, and I'm laying in the bed with a hardcore man. Look like he'll beat up everybody in the streets. And he run to get my bed to bend over like a puppy. He on all fours. I didn't see this in the description. And then the thing about it is, I don't knock. Listen, that's what you went through. I don't mind. Whatever you like, you like. There's no judgment zone here. But my thing is, a lot of these men that I speak of are the same men that go after guys who are attracted to girls like me. And the ones who mess with us, that date us, will go after men who likes girls like me. They like girls like me, and then they go after men who like girls like me and try to make them feel bad. So they doing the same thing you doing, but try to make you feel bad for doing it. Anyway, hopefully y'all will find what you're looking for in this world because it is available to you. Hopefully you're going to protect your spirit. You're going to monitor people's behavior when it comes to you. You're going to monitor how people treat you. You're going to listen to people when they say things to try to break you. You're going to leave family members who really don't love you like they say they do. You're going to leave men who you know don't love you because they can't get there with you. But they want to keep you around for sexual reasons. But they don't want to keep you. But they want to keep your body in your mind. There's so many people out here looking for bodies, but not looking for souls. And every time you lay down in the bed with a man who does not want you, that transfer energy is pulling a part of you away. And when he finishes having sex with you and he leaves you, a part of you is missing. And the next day, you're broken. There's a hole in your soul. Compliments from a man that you thought that was going to be there. And when he goes home, he ain't thinking about you. He really not. And when you call, he gonna make you feel like you on top of the world as he sit on the phone with another woman or another man. Now that the internet is kicked off and people don't really have to go through the traditional way of meeting somebody, it's gonna be really difficult out here. But remember, if you're a good person and you know you got love in your heart, know that there's other people out here like you. You're not alone. You're not the last of the Mohegans. You're not the only one. There's tons of people out here like you. The sad part is, it's like a job interview. You gotta interview people for that spot, and unfortunately, it's gonna be a long task. But when you find them, you will know. You will know. You will know. Anyway, I'm not gonna stay on here any longer. Hit the thumbs up, everyone. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you get a better insight. Hopefully, the men that are attracted to the girls, or men or women that are attracted to girls, or women attracted, or men that attracted to men, or women attracted to women. Hopefully, y'all are going to choose you. Y'all are going to choose who makes you happy. As of today, if you have to train your way of thinking differently, it's time to start shining that light brighter that's been in you all the time. You're right, they just think they pee and take So, I know, you know, they love spirits. They're demons. Miss Gilbert, demons are real. They're looking for light. That's why I call them demons. Demons look for light. I'm going to say this again. Demons look for light. When y'all laying down and y'all praying for a good man or whatever you into, do you honestly think the devil ain't listening to y'all? And when that woman or man show up, y'all be like, oh my God, you're really pretty. Like, where did you come from? I've never seen you before. Question who sent them. Question who sent them. Sometimes when it's too good to be true, it just may mean that. Because the devil already know what you like. He watches you walk around the room. He watch you look through magazines. He watch you watch videos. He watch you watch how you like their hair. He watch how you like their complexion. He watch how you like their height. The devil be watching you. So when you sitting home alone thinking that nobody watching you, when you get alone in the house and you start playing with yourself, when you start your little masturbate and stuff, he watching you. The devil watching you. He's like, oh, I see what you like. Oh, you're a little freak. And they'll see somebody and you'll be like, oof. He see somebody and y'all be like, oh, he's good in the bed. Or, oh, she's good in the bed. Honey, you better question everything and say, who sent you? Was it a man above or was it the devil? And 9 times out of 10, the devil moves quicker than God. Because your soul is so important. It's so important. Especially if you get a man that's good in the bed. Oof. When a man is good in the bed, beware. Beware. Because the ones that's good in the bed, I hate to say this, not all, it's not every man. But most of the time, the devil sent them. And you'll know because after y'all had sex, he ain't calling you. Ain't nowhere around. You got your answer. Now what you gonna do when he call you again? Because as long as you still got light inside of you, he calling you back. What are you gonna do when he call you again? Because he gonna call you again. What you gonna do? Now it's okay to give in. But once you find out what you find out, what are you gonna do when he call back again? Because he gonna call you back. Because you're a victim. You just don't know it. So wait, are you gonna let him come back over? You know, in them times you like, oh, what the hell? I was just horny. I did it anyway. But you do know he's taking another piece of your soul every time he come, right? You do know he's taking another part of you. And the more parts he take away from you, the less you're there. The less you're there. You're no longer there in that body. The shell is there. The spirit is gone. Because he done took everything. And now you look at everything totally different. I don't even care. I just want a man for this. What the hell? That's not how you started. But that's how you change. Sometimes you just got to step away from the things you really want. And that's including sex. And sometimes you may want to jump somebody's bones, whatever. Sometimes you just got to step away and say, I'm going to wait. You got to write it down. So I'm going to wait today. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. And don't be like Megan Good with her preacher husband. They just broken up or got a divorce. And we know it's something more deeper than that. And my personal opinion, I could be wrong. I felt as though he was in love with her because she was beautiful. And I feel as though that's how they went, in my opinion. I don't feel as though she was for him. She's used to a certain type of man with a certain type of lifestyle. In my opinion, I feel as though she likes that hardcore type of man. And he's not a hardcore man. He's a gentle guy. And to be with a gentle guy versus a hardcore thug, it's a different transition. Because usually there's a man grabbing you and throwing you against the wall, throwing your legs up and going to town on you. When you meet the nice guy, he's not going to do those things. He's going to prepare different fruits and stuff. When he has sex with you, it's just sex. The energy is not the same. It's more gentle, it's more loving, it's more this, it's more that. But it's not that hardcore man. Now they're both men, but the delivery in both men are different. When a man is bad, his sex is crazy because it's rough. And he do nasty stuff to you. He's just a freak. The nice guy does nice things to you. It's just different. He'll go inside of you. It's just it's gentle. Now, if we could just take some of that thug and put it in him, he'd be the perfect man. But he's not built with that energy. Leo women need assertive men. Yeah. And see, this is the thing. If you used to having sex with a thug and you meet a nice guy, it's difficult for the transition. Because used to the man taking you, putting you on the wall and banging the hell out of you. A nice guy's not gonna lift you. And I'm not gonna say all nice guys, but a lot of them not gonna do that. They'll put rose petals on the bed. They'll lift you up and lay you on the bed. They'll start kissing you. Everything is gentle and warm, done with love. A thug is gonna have sex with you like he about to go to prison. He gonna try to dog you. He gonna do stuff to your body. He gonna stick his tongue in places. You be like, oh, he don't care. He freaking you out. He low key turning you into a hoe. But he know what he doing. A nice guy could offer you great things. But there's some thugs out here that are good thugs, that are good guys. They're thugs, they just master in the bed. But the thing about it is, I always believe that sexual performance on keeping a woman or man is very important with people. Not all people, but a lot of times if you want to keep somebody, your sexual performance better be great. If you are well endowed, or you're a guy with a penis this big, somewhere along the line, your performance got to be great. I met a guy with a penis this big. He was like 6'4". He was big and everything. His penis was this big. You could take your hand and do this, and it's gone. But he was the best in the bed. He was good in the bed. The man was crazy. He was crazy. My mother's live. He was good in bed. He get a 10. He had a little P-bug. He had a little train that could. And it could be 10. Then you got men with big ones that just rip your soul. Bleeding all over the place. Insides torn all out. And he go home. Now you laying in the hospital. He don't give a damn about you. He dogged you. He ain't care. And some of them that got really big ones can't get them hard. They want you to help them. In other words, they want you to go inside of their body and push it so it get hard. A lot of men that's on weed and stuff, they can't get hard either. They so busy smoking so much weed. There's so many avenues when it comes to different people, but choose wisely. Choose wisely. There are some good people out there, but always remember, anybody you meet has a testimony. It ain't always about you. They have a storyline. They've been through stuff too. Everything has not been always great. Everything has not always been bad. You have to accept everything if you want them. And you have to accept everything with them if they want you. But just make sure you don't chase people that remind you of you if you are broken. Because broken people look for broken men or broken women. And we try to heal each other And in some cases, it make it work. But a lot of times, when broken people are together, not in all cases, they turn on each other sometimes, or they break each other even more so. Now there's the flip side, two broken people getting together and both heal each other and grow. And when I say those people, everything one does, the other one try to do things to make them happy and become bigger. I just said that before when I expressed the people you should meet. If they're not putting a smile on your face and making you laugh, wonder why they're there. Because at the end of the day, you can't take the house, the car, nothing with you. But at least one thing you can say, I was happy. I didn't have everything everybody else had, but I was happy. We was broke as hell. Ramen noodle soups every night, but damn it, we was happy. We had to break a pack and eat it together, but we was happy. She didn't have issues after being tamed by Big Pin. Happy. Yeah. You know, it's weird, but I don't know. But I always said, and I could be wrong, if you want to have a relationship with somebody that's a good person, it starts with laughter. If y'all both could talk and laugh together and laugh all the time with each other, you got the perfect relationship. But if you're in a relationship with somebody, everything you say is a problem, you gotta go. I believe, in my opinion, the relationships that last the longest is the ones you can laugh with. That real best friend that make you laugh. And when things bother you, y'all work each other through it. I mean, real best friend. I ain't talking about no fake, but I'm talking about real best friend. I believe relationships that make you laugh. You know, and the one thing I don't like, if you're in a relationship with a man or woman, my thing, don't play fight. Do not play fight with your partner. Do not play fight. Because play fighting is nothing but training for the real fight. I'm going to say this again. Do not play fight with your partner. Play fighting is training for the real fight. Because you've already been playing. And then when she does something you don't like, when he does something you don't like, and then one day you're going to hit the other person too hard and y'all fighting. Now the cops are coming. Well, we all done killed each other. Don't play fight. Don't hit each other. Don't put your hands on each other. That's just my opinion. If y'all like to play fight, put in the headlock, punch in the jaw, hey, that's your world. Got to do with me. I just don't think it's cool when physical abuse is considered fun. Taking a man, putting him in the headlock, and bam him on the floor is not fun. Taking a woman, putting in a headlock is not fun. That should not be in a relationship, in my opinion. Now, if y'all into beating each other up, stomp each other on the ground, punching the jaw, there's nothing to do with Raven. But the man for me, he would not be beating on me. We would not be play fighting. He would not be lifting me up, throwing me across the floor. It's not funny. Throwing me across the bed. That's not funny to me. Taking his teeth and biting me. Taking his hands and slapping me. That's violence. And what you're doing is exercising violence. Just my opinion. Anyway. I just want to share this with you and give y'all something to think about. And keep hope alive. And what time is it? It's 4:17. I've been asleep, so I'm gonna drink some. This is ginger ale. Oops, ginger ale. I bought this, I guess it's ginger ale, or is it lime? I think it's called Sprite. Sprite lime, some. And hopefully this video is gonna meet some guy who wants to date a two-spirit woman and say, you know what, Raven, I'm gonna be happy. The hell with everybody else. Or some guy who wants to be with another guy and say, you know what, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna date somebody else. Or some woman who wants to be with another woman say, you know what, I'm gonna be happy. And today is the beginning of your happiness. And you become very narcissistic with it. Not crazy narcissistic. Anyway, love you all. Hit the thumbs up. Have a blessed and safe day. Remember, all things are possible and blessings are on its way. Everybody who shared the video gets $1 million in our prayers. Can you give us your legendary auto? And if nobody like it, oh, that's an old one. What was that? How did it go? Um, that's old. You know what's funny? Some of the videos online is so old. I said, you do you. You do the best way you can. And if nobody don't like it, then fuck 'em. But you know why I stopped saying that? Because girls were telling me they were tricking men. When people take something you say and use it to their advantage, it's not what you mean. And their whole thing was, you said it, you do the best you can around her. Because girls do trick men. The world is packed with different types of people. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, yeah. When you're a Gemini birthday. My birthday is June the 3rd. My birthday is June the 3rd. Anyway, I did a, let me see, I did on my TikTok. Let me search on my TikTok. Oh, God. Here come another man. It's so funny. I found so much peace. You know what? I found so much peace by myself that I'm not trying to date nobody because I found peace. I found so much peace within myself. But this is my TikTok. It's not coming up. This is my TikTok. This is my, I did the birthday thing. So y'all could go on TikTok. You can see my, this is June the 3rd. That was my birthday. June the 3rd. So thank you. Yeah, so you go on my TikTok and stuff, and maybe I should just put my TikTok in this. I put it in the box down at the bottoms, just in case y'all want to join it. I'm gonna put my Instagram. This is my Instagram. I'm gonna put this down here in case you want to join it. Cause I hate looking for people's stuff. Just send me a link. Okay. I'm gonna send you the link to my TikTok. So y'all can go on the TikTok. Let me see. Here's the link to the TikTok. TikTok it up stuff. Here's my TikTok page. So y'all can go on that. Click on that. And y'all could, is that okay? Y'all could join that. And I'll be seeing y'all there. Y'all have a blessed and safe day. Thank you for the birthday. And my Cash App is at the top in case somebody feel like, let me just give this girl $1. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm going to, it's good. It's getting early. Get y'all some rest. It's 4 o'clock. Thank you for being with me. Love you all. Protect your spirit.